Hello, loyal fan base and audience. Welcome back to the Otaku Brothers podcast. My name is Ben, joined by my wonderful co-host Joseph.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
This is episode 79. I feel like we're keeping a good streak.
Say so.
Besides spring break, we're not counting that. Nope. Uh, but yeah, we're back. Joseph, how's your week?
It was good. It was good. Not as busy. I feel like after spring break, things are kind of settling in. I should be cruising hopefully until the end of the semester, but it's been good. Besides that, been watching some anime, been catching up with some reading, doing things like that. It's been a good time. Finally started Coconut Basket season 3, so that's been a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good, and I'm very nervous. Like once I end that, to see what I'm gonna be watching next. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to get back into watching stuff. So it's an exciting time for sure.
Good.
But I did want to say before we get too far into the episode, I wanted to say happy birthday, Ben. By the time this is coming out
Joseph.
tomorrow, it's gonna be Ben's birthday, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's
Yes.
give a little clap and a half for Ben. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Happy birthday, Ben. I think I asked you. Turn 22. Turn the big 22. It's a big
I'm
milestone.
like Taylor
man.
Swift now. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be listening to Taylor Swift all day.
there you go. Yeah, you have to, man. It's a good.
Maybe I'll post that to my little Instagram note thing.
You should. That's good. That'll
That'd
be,
be
a good
funny.
one. But yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
So, everyone wish Ben a happy birthday in comments. This should be coming out on his birthday. So, yeah, it's a good time for Ben. But Ben, how have you been? What have you been up to?
Good. I'm very burnt out. I just want to graduate.
Really?
It's
Yeah, I feel that.
getting senioritis.
Start life. Start life.
Yeah, I just want to make money.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Cause like spring break opened my eyes. Cause I didn't have school, but I was working all the time. And it was all right. But it's just like the stress of not having to worry about school. And you can just make money. Oh, it's so,
Yeah. No, that's totally valid. I get
so
that.
nice.
Yeah, that's
But,
awesome. You're almost there. You're almost there at the finish line. But
Almost.
yeah, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you all so much for watching, and hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment down below. We've been appreciating the feedback. A lot of good stuff coming out this season. Solo Leveling's been killing it. We'll be talking about that later, as well as a fun little segment that we got here. I have for Ben, for the little birthday
so
boy
scared.
here. See, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But yeah, not much news this week. We got a few things. My Hero Season 7, I think, dropped a trailer, which was exciting if you're a My Hero fan. I mean, I personally, it was okay. I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch it. So that's gonna be something we'll cover on the show here.
Did you watch the trailer?
I did. I skimmed it. I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't much. It was more so of them fighting and getting ready to, kind of where they left off. It showed some cool images and some things that we haven't seen. So pretty exciting stuff, I guess. But yeah, that's one thing in the news I saw. Ben, anything else you saw or that you wanted to talk about before we get into our segment?
Yeah. Two things. Kind of weird crossover, but there's an anime coming out. It's a Baki X Kengan Ashura anime,
I saw that actually. Yes.
which is really crazy.
Mhm.
Because I really like Baki, and I try to get into Kengan Ashura, but
Mhm.
it's like CGI and 3D.
Interesting.
Um, yeah, I don't know. People say the manga's really good, but I saw the teaser for this new anime or whatever it is.
Mhm.
I don't. It's just so weird, but it's just like it's in Baki's kind of
Art style. Okay,
so
I
it's
was literally
normal,
about to
like,
ask that. Yeah.
animation.
Interesting. That's so cool. That's really, yeah. I saw they were doing a crossover. I didn't know the other one besides Baki, so I didn't really think much of it. But that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Excited for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Excited. It's gonna be cool. We should check that out. I've been wanting to watch more sports anime after Crocono Basket and Blue Lock, so that'd be pretty cool to check out. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Did you?
Yeah, the other thing. Sorry,
No, you're good.
I cannot figure out how to pronounce this.
You're fine.
You've probably heard of it. Freyren Beyond Journey's End. That ended on Friday, and apparently it was like the anime of the season of the spring season, or
Interesting.
I guess spring. I don't know what season we're in.
I think.
Winter.
Yeah, I think
End
it's still
of
be winter.
winter.
End of winter. What is it called? Frey.
Yeah. Frieren, Freyren.
Oh, Beyond Journey's End. Okay, yes.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna watch that.
Oh, I've seen pictures of this chick.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. One of my friends, he watched it. He said it was like one of the best shows he's ever seen.
Really?
It has a lot, yeah, it has a lot of hype to live up to. I know it
Okay.
has really good animation.
That
A
is a lot
couple
of
of
hype.
weeks ago, I saw a little fight scene that was
Hmm.
pretty crazy.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah.
It's cool. Um, wow, I'm gonna have to check that out. That's awesome. Well, let me know if you do watch it, how it is, because that seems really
Mhm.
interesting. What is it? Is it an isekai or just a magic uh
I don't know.
show?
I could see it being an isekai, but it just
Hmm.
looks more like a magic, one of those kind of shows.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Kind of like fairy tale, but
Yeah.
I don't know, not fairy tale.
Fair enough. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I would be glad to see you watch it. Let me know what you think. That's awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff that this season that I feel like we kind of skimmed over and just went over the radar just because of how busy we've been. So
Mhm.
that's awesome. If you guys also in the comments let us know if there's any other good shows this season to check out because I need some recommendations. So it's
Did we ever talk about Tower of God?
we talked about the image that came out last episode.
Okay,
Yeah, yes, we talked about
yeah,
that.
sure.
Yes. In other news, I'm excited. Jujutsu Kaisen's getting another English volume release in April, middle of April, so I'm excited for that. As well as I think it's gonna be till May till Chainsaw Man gets its volume 15, which is a really cool volume because it's a fall devil, so that'll be cool. But
I'm 15 already.
yeah, volume 15. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it seems like part two of the manga is wrapping up, so or coming to its climax. So crazy because there's still so much stuff that hasn't been revealed and talked about. So it's very. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with it. But yeah, so that's that news. Ben, if you don't have anything
Mm.
else, then I think we should get right into our activity.
Okay, go
All
for it.
right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing an activity that I've stole from Jubilee and Sidemen and other YouTube channels like that. Pretty much called Agree or Disagree. Obviously, we're not in person, so it's a little bit harder to illustrate, but pretty much the way it works is there's two sides of a spectrum, agree, disagree, then there's neutral, somewhat agree, somewhat disagree. So I'm going to be asking Ben a series of questions about anime and see his opinions and thoughts on what he thinks or if he agrees or disagrees with these takes. I've gone to the interwebs to search and research some things. So we're going to start off a little basic and then slowly work our way up to stuff that Ben, I think, would be more interested in. So,
Mhm.
Ben, are you ready? Hopefully, this will lead
Yes.
to some good discussion and things like that. So, again, your options are agree, somewhat agree, neutral, somewhat disagree, or disagree. All right.
Mhm.
So, first one, Ben. Sub is the only way, is the correct way to watch anime.
I somewhat disagree.
Oh, somewhat disagree. Okay.
Because there's definitely shows where the dub is better. Like
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy Bebop. I think Edge Runners had a really good dub. What
Oh yeah,
else?
that's
Dragon
right.
Ball.
Mob Psycho. I'd say
You
had a
could
good one.
argue, yeah, you could argue Naruto too.
I would. Mm,
Code Geass has a really good dub. I
really?
think it's purely, yeah, it's purely situational because there's
Mm-hmm.
some really good English voice actors that that play the characters really well.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd agree with you. Oh wow. Sorry, I just saw a March Madness update. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think that kind of debate is kind of drawn out and worn out. If you like watching anime in dub, just watch it in dub. I mean, you'll grow up eventually.
Mhm.
That's how it was for me at least. I could only watch stuff in dub, and then
Yeah.
I remember it started when I think it was Dragon Ball Super. I caught up to Dragon Ball Super and it hadn't finished airing in dub, so I had to
hmm
switch to sub and I was like, "Oh, why does it sound like that?" And then I learned to love it and yeah.
That's that's what happened to me because whenever I was watching Naruto,
Yeah.
first I was watching it on like just a random website.
Mhm.
Then I went to Hulu because Hulu had all of it. But I remember it was during the Pain arc. The dub hadn't caught up,
Oh, that
and
sucks.
so like right before the actual fight, I had to switch to sub.
Mm-hmm.
and I hated it at first, but I'm so glad I did because I feel
Yeah.
like I would have been watching everything in dub if I
Exactly. Right.
had the choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But yeah, I honestly I kind of want to rewatch Naruto, man. That just made me want to rewatch
me too.
Naruto.
I think that'll reignite the flame inside me.
Hell yeah. Well, you totally should. But so yeah, that's a pretty safe one. So, but yeah, I think I'd say somewhat. Yeah, I'd be neutral on that. I think that. All right, yeah, I know. Somewhat disagree. You're right. You're right. That's a good spot. All right, next question, Ben. Piracy in the anime industry is justified.
What do you mean justified? I don't think it's justified.
Don't. I will say. I will say. Recently, I personally I
Like,
feel like I'd be. I don't want to say neutral. I'd say somewhat disagree. I think, but I think it's gotten a lot better because I back when we were you and me were first getting into anime when we were in middle school and high school. I will say it was difficult to find some anime out there, and there were only
yeah,
websites such as like Kiss Anime, Nine Anime, things like that online that had it. Like Evangelion, High School DxD,
yeah,
Prison School, other like riskier. Like even remember we saw Call of the Night, we couldn't even watch it. So
yeah. What is high dive? I've
exactly.
never heard of that before.
So I don't want to say it is justified because it's not. Piracy is not a good thing. It's especially with the anime industry. You want to give as much credit as possible to the company to pay its workers and employees. But at some points in America here, it was very difficult and challenging to purchase
Oh
anime
yeah.
and to watch it illegally, or legally, it was hard to watch. I remember Crunchyroll didn't have everything, but I think recently it has gotten better. So I think I'd say somewhat disagree at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely. I yeah, I agree. Like with what you said, because like starting out with anime, it was hard to find. Like you'd
Mm-hmm.
hear about a show and it wouldn't be anywhere,
Exactly.
and
You'd have no
I
choice but
guess
to
it was
watch it.
kind of justified then, but now it's Hulu has a bunch of anime.
Mm-hmm.
Crunchyroll's a thing.
Netflix.
Crunchyroll's popping off.
Yeah.
Netflix been has been getting really good about getting some popular titles on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't think it's justified at this point to pirate something.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Okay, cool. Yeah. So like I said, we're starting out a little simple. Saitama is the strongest anime character.
no, disagree.
Who would you have above him?
It's Simone from Gurren Lagann.
You think
Tell you
Simo would
it's
be able to?
true. Yes, it's true. I know it's true.
Okay, I won't fight you on that. That was just supposed to be a funny
True.
one. All right. Now, number 4. Rent a Girlfriend has the best waifus, plural, in anime.
No, I don't think so. No,
No?
no,
Disagree?
disagree.
Do you have a show that you think would
Plural? We're talking
yeah,
plurals?
plural, so there has to be multiple. I guess I
I
could
think do they have to be romance shows?
no, I guess not.
I think SAO had some
Oh my.
pretty good waifus. Come
Also,
on,
Asuna,
Asuna?
that's
That's like
it.
the
That's
original
it.
one.
The
No.
other one's his cousin, and that's
No.
just weird.
What do you mean his cousin?
Wasn't Kirito's cousin in the show? That's like, she was one of the main girls too, right?
Still a waifu.
Yeah. I guess it's crazy. All
I'm
right,
saying
I'd say somewhat. I'd say neutral, but that's just me. All right, number 5. Aaron Yeager is not a villain.
that's uh
It's a tough one. It's a
I'm
tough
gonna
one.
say disagree. He definitely is.
Okay.
No
Let's
matter
see.
how you look at it.
All right. Thank you. That was gonna be a good one because yeah, you could argue that oh he did it for
Killed
his
80% of
friends.
the
Yeah,
population.
he did. He did. Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah.
Just because he
He's
did it for his friends doesn't mean he's
exactly.
not a
Yeah.
villain.
All right. So yeah, that's a fair one. That's a good one. That's an easy one. This one, Ben. I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Uh-oh.
Is fan service good?
Oh my god.
And this is including both sexual fan service and action fan service, if that makes sense.
I think the term fan service is being thrown around a lot. Like,
Oh, okay. Here we go.
like with Fire Force.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That is
and
that's fan service.
Fire Force is not fans. How is that fan service if it's in the story?
What?
They're just adapting the manga.
That's still fan service, I'd say.
How is it fan service though? It was part of the manga.
Because it's not.
Fan
I
service is
consider
adding
I
things.
consider fan service adding something that like it's almost like the male gaze in the sense of it pauses the narrative, and that if that wasn't in the scene, it's not necessary. You know, it wouldn't change anything. Type beat.
But it's part of the story.
I still argue that's fan service.
It's not. Fan service is like added content to purely
I don't say
make
no.
the fans happy.
I disagree. Look at Avengers Endgame. I'd say like 80% of that movie is fan service, and that's in the
Yeah, that's
story.
fan service.
That's in the
That's
story
different
though.
though.
How? That's the
a
story.
total- That's
That's the
that's
story.
different though. That's like a movie that they made.
No,
They made like a whole.
or you
They
could
made a whole
say,
script for it.
or you could say post credit scenes in any like Marvel movie is fan service.
No,
I'd say that's yeah. I'd say the
I
whole
think fan
I'd say the
service
whole
in Marvel-
concept the whole concept of fan service is post credit scenes or post credit scenes. That whole concept is made as fan service, and that
Yeah,
is part of the
okay.
story.
Okay. But with anime, it's different because you're adapting a written story,
Mm-hmm.
like almost one to one, because it's like a comic.
Okay.
There's
Yes.
illustrations.
All right. So okay. So then okay.
What
So
was the question?
it said is fan service good? Or fan service is good. Sorry, it's a statement. I forgot these have to be statements.
Yes, I think it is.
So you agree fully?
Yeah, but I'm saying when fan service is actually fan service.
Okay. So like
I think
in like
I
romance
think JJK
shows,
is a. It's hard.
what would you
I don't know,
consider
I'm
fan
just-
service in JJK?
That's what I'm trying to. I was trying to explain. Like I think people had really high expectations for the Shibuya arc,
Mhm.
and then going off that high expectations, they animated it like beyond those
Fan
expectations. I think
service,
that.
according to
Oh, God.
Wikipedia,
Here we go.
fan service is material added to a work of fiction for the perceived or actual purpose of appealing to the audience, used
Yes.
especially of material that is risque or sexual in nature.
Yep.
So by definition, like Fire Force is fan service.
That's not. It's part of the story though.
What do you? That is a part of the story. Or it's exactly
not-
it's not a part of the story. So I'd say that
No, it is.
Okay.
Like it's in the like if you take a Fire Force manga and open it and you're gonna see that same scene of I don't know, what was that one girl's name?
Tomiko or some cat name.
But yeah.
Tomiko.
You'll see her.
No, but Ben, just because it's
I'm
in the
I'm
story.
not saying that it's a good thing. I'm just
Mhm.
saying it's not fan service.
Okay. But then what would you consider fan service? Just something that but then you can't use that term fan service in movies then, because especially in movies that aren't based on anything.
I think you can in movies. I think Marvel's a great example of fan service.
But it's not based on anything. I mean, it's based on the
Yeah,
comics, sure,
exactly.
but
It takes inspiration from the comics, but they're making a whole new script, and then they're like, "Oh, I think the fans would love whenever Captain America gets Thor's hammer."
that's what the author's doing. I think you don't think that just her like clothes coming off. He's like, oh, I think this would be good for the audience to laugh at and look
No.
at her. That's dude.
No, I don't think so.
That's insane.
No,
Good. All right, you know what? I'm not dying on this hill, but agree to disagree, I guess. So yeah, fan services. I think it's okay in moderation. I think it's yeah.
yes,
All right, next one. Hunter x Hunter has the best power system in anime.
no. What?
A lot of
Hunter x
people.
Hunter is the most confusing power system in anime.
I'd say Jujutsu Kaisen is more confusing, but
What?
yes. Apparently,
Explain to me the Hunter x Hunter. Explain to me what Nen is.
so apparently the way Nen works is it's
apparently.
it's like a whole rock paper scissors system, and that's why people like it so much, is because it kind of makes like a triangle type beat, and there's three separate ones that you're put into, or maybe it's not three, it's more than three.
There's a lot.
There's a lot, but then there's also subsections of it, and pretty much it's or it goes off of that whole idea of rock paper scissors of one cancels out the other and one is better than the other naturally, and that's why people like it so much. I'm not saying I agree with this. I'm just saying that's what I'm reading here. So I'd say somewhat disagree. I think that it's a good one, but I think that there's better ones and there's cooler ones. So that's what I'd have to say.
I just think that it's I don't know. I think a good power system should be something that's easy to understand from watching the show, but at the same time you can do a lot with it.
I agree. So yeah,
My personal humble opinion.
it's fair, I guess. All right, next one. Isekai are overrated.
Somewhat disagree.
Oh, do you have an isekai, Ben, that you want to defend, or
I like
Sword Art Online
what
is
is it?
not an isekai, by the way.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? Yes, it is.
He can go back and forth.
Yeah, but he's in another world. That's an isekai.
I guess. I guess.
Hunter,
So.
what is it? Hunter x Hunter. What was the other one? I think a good. You can do. What am I trying to say? If you do an isekai well, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stick to the same like
Tropes and genre.
ropes, yeah, I don't think it's kind of just repetitive. No point of it. Like Konosuba is a good isekai. Funny.
That's the funny one, right?
Sword Art Online, yeah, like an isekai.
Okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair. I guess. All right, next one. Deku is a good protagonist.
Are we talking in the anime or just manga?
Anime.
Anime, I don't think he's there yet. But manga, he's pretty good, I will say.
Really?
Yeah.
So you say agree. Or somewhat agree.
Somewhat agree, because it's different.
Okay.
Until the anime is caught up to manga, it can't really.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to stay tuned for that one then. So, because I think I disagree, but that's fine.
Until they adapt it.
Until they adapt it, yes, sure. All right. Next, Bleach is the best anime in the big three.
I
Uh-oh.
don't think so.
No?
I'm super biased towards Naruto.
It's fair. That's totally fair. It's a good one. I'd probably say Naruto too. So.
Plus, Bleach isn't finished, so we'll see.
Is the manga not finished?
Well, the anime, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Anime is still going.
Interesting. So after this arc of, or not this arc, but this whole, I guess arc of Thousand Year Blood War arc, is that where Bleach ends?
Technically, there's a one shot that he did after that is like a big time skip.
That's pretty cool.
And he said if the anime does well after it's finished, then he'll keep that story going.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it works out. That'd be really cool. But all right, next one. So yeah, I think Naruto is also the best one. All right. Spirited Away is the best Studio Ghibli movie.
I like Ponyo a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with disagree.
I'd probably say Hallow's Moving Castle is probably my favorite. So that's fair. I think Spirited Away was cool, but yeah. All right, this one, I'm excited to hear your thoughts on this one, Ben. Without Naruto, Jujutsu Kaisen wouldn't exist.
I think that's I'm gonna say somewhat agree.
Okay.
I know it took a lot of inspiration from Naruto, but I don't know if it wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right, actually.
It is. It's three-man system.
Yeah.
So
the 3-man system.
Yeah, I mean that was a trope that before Naruto. I'm trying to think of, did any other animes really do that? I don't know. I can't think of any. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting to talk about. But yeah. All right, next one. Death
Oh
Note
boy.
is better than Code Geass.
No.
No,
You have to watch Code Geass,
I
Tristan.
know. I want
It's
to. I want
so
to.
good.
Just for that girl,
It's
the
like
blonde chick.
it's like I think in its genre it's like the best
Who
anime.
was it? There's this
I
my
think
friend. She was talking to me, and she was like, "Code Geass is good, but season 2 sucks," or something like that. And I was like, "Dude, she has the worst takes like ever. It's kind of crazy."
W. W.
Oh, do you not like season 2 either?
No, I'm saying W.
Oh,
She has the worst
oh
takes.
yeah.
Like
Um,
you saying
so
that.
that's why I take everything she says with a grain of salt. But all right. So yeah. Okay. So Code Geass, you're defending it then.
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna have to check it out then. I'm
Put
excited.
that on my grave.
I'm curious.
Defend that
Lelouch,
shit with all
Lelouch for
down.
the win, I guess. All right, now. Oh, that's what she said. She said that season 2 was kind of bad, and she kind of stopped watching once the first intro, goes away.
That ain't.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't stop watching Death Note because the second intro is bad.
I liked the central intro, but
What?
it's not as good, obviously.
That's a hot take.
Okay.
That's a hot take.
All right.
That's a...
Todoroki solos Jotaro.
What? What is this?
I don't know. People were saying that.
Todoroki from My Hero?
Yes, this was a real thing that I saw online, and I was like, okay, I saw it.
Like
Jotaro from
like Jotaro from
JoJo's. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think that no. I
No?
don't think he does.
Okay, because a lot of My Hero fans are very adamant about it, so I was
What?
curious. Maybe I was missing something, but I was like, I'll see what Ben says.
I don't think that's
Maybe I
no.
could just be My Hero fans being My Hero fans, man.
I don't know. Maybe there's some power scaling
Yeah.
guy who did. I don't know.
All right, you're gonna have to help me with this next one. I think his name's Mayuri. Is that his name? From Bleach? What's his name?
Bleach, yeah.
So
Yep.
Mayuri is a good person.
No.
No, you wouldn't say
No.
so?
That guy's a psychopath.
Yeah, he's kind of a weirdo. He gives me the Orochimaru vibes from Naruto.
Definitely.
I'm so surprised. Every time I see him on screen, I feel like he's about to turn to like the bad side. and
Yeah, he definitely does some questionable stuff.
and I'm just like, how are you? You're a captain? How?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know.
but I think that's kind of the cool thing about Bleach, right? Is that I feel like all of the captains are kind of like bad people.
Yeah,
Most of them are. I feel like.
Unohana was. We found out that she was the first Kenpachi, and she
Yeah.
just like didn't seem like that kind of person at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So, but yeah. All right. Next one, Ben. Without Sakura,
Oh God.
Naruto wouldn't have become who he was.
I think that's true.
You think so?
I think so. Are you saying like if she just wasn't in the story at
Yes.
all? Or
Yeah.
like...
Yeah. She's not in the story at all.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think she added a good dynamic between their group.
Mm-hmm. So, like, say instead of Sakura was that blonde chick on the team with Naruto and Sasuke.
You think it would have been a lot different? I don't think he would have been Hokage.
God, I hate Sakura so much. But I'm not gonna lie, but I remember I'll take the scene with me to the day I die. The day I die. The scene where Sakura tries to tell Naruto that she loves him in the snow village, and I literally like wanted to throw my phone out the wall or at the wall and throw it out the window.
Yeah,
that was one of the hardest scenes to watch, I think, in my life. That was really bad. Yeah,
it's interesting.
But so that's okay. I'm glad we can agree on this one. So Ben, I never really thought about this one like that, but everyone told me, or not everyone, but online people were very adamant about it as well. So Kirito from SAO is too perfect of a person. Too perfect.
I don't know.
Does that? I'm assuming that means like not enough character flaws or anything, and just kind of like a.
I guess so. I
So
don't know.
would you agree with that?
Too perfect of a
That's true. I
person.
never really thought about it. Does he have much depth to him? I feel like there's not much going on
Um,
in that head of his.
too perfect of a person. I don't know.
That's a weird one, right?
I don't think I have an answer for that question.
Really?
I don't really
Wow.
know. Yeah.
Okay. It's fair, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, I don't
I'd go with agree. So,
know.
all
Yeah,
right. So,
rewatch this, yeah.
I need to probably. All right, next one. If Demon Slayer animation was normal,
Oh God, here we go.
it would not be good.
I think with the story that it has now, I think it wouldn't have built up the hype that it has around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it would have been like maybe you wouldn't even have like season 2 or season 3 right now.
Yeah.
I think that the animation definitely helps, but this next season, the story is pretty good. I think it has a good story after reading the manga.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I agree that the animation,
Carries.
yeah.
Okay. Wow. People are gonna be coming at you in the comments, Ben. Um. All right. 19. Go. Two more left.
Okay, it doesn't carry, it just helps the show.
There you go. I see you trying to save your skin, Ben. Don't worry. All right, next one. Evangelion makes sense.
No,
No,
it doesn't.
think so. You couldn't explain to me the ending right now.
Uh, I couldn't explain to you like what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
I the other night I found out what the whole story behind it, the message it was trying to send.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I could not tell you what the fuck happened.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, last one. Last one here. I hope you've been enjoying the segment, by the way.
Yeah, it was
All
fun.
right. Mappa Studios should keep producing a lot of shows.
A lot?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, so you disagree.
I think I feel like it's bad on the workers, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe if they're producing like 3, 4 different shows at once, then some feel neglected.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's better just to take on a couple and just focus on those, and then
Yeah.
maybe treat your workers right and pay them. So yeah, no, I disagree with that.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, awesome. But yeah, that's the end of that segment, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And Ben, I hope you enjoyed it as well.
I did.
Yeah, that was fun. We should do that again
It
sometime.
was fun.
It was between that or I was gonna do bad descriptions, but they were all kind of pretty easy. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys like that segment. Agree or disagree. That was fun. We should do that more often. Stuff like that in the future. That was
Yes.
pretty fun. So yeah, I mean, besides that, I guess we could just go on to our next segment here where we talk about Solo Leveling, the only real current anime that me and Ben are watching, and we actually watched this episode together, Ben. It was a good time. I really liked this episode.
It was.
I feel like this is surprisingly being like 9 or 10 episodes into the show. This is the first actual like real fight scene we've had, and it was really good. It didn't disappoint.
Yeah.
It didn't disappoint at all.
I loved oh god. I really liked Idris's character design.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really cool.
Cool.
The red
Very
like Crimson
menacing.
Knights. Yeah, it was very scary, and
Yeah.
it's very gory, very fun. I'm really liking it so far. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we've talked about it before, but at the beginning of the show, it did it didn't really hook me right away, but I'm fully hooked now, and this. Oh my god, just seeing the character growth of our main guy. Oh my god, I forgot his name. It's like Jin. Is it
Jinwoo.
Jinwoo? Jinwoo. Yeah. Just seeing his character development has been incredible, and where he's at now compared to the first episode is really cool to see. And it feels natural. His character growth and his development. So I'm liking it a lot, and the actions was great. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the fight scene, the choreography was amazing. It felt really fluid. It was good. It was a good fight, and I think if if there's more fights like this in the future, I think the show's in a good position.
Yeah, I think it's doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
I also liked. I keep kind of forgetting that it feels like an isekai, or kind of is in a sense.
Yeah, I bet.
Because at least with his character specifically and his abilities, because
Mm-hmm.
he has access to putting gear on, and he has
That
a
was
shop where
cool.
he can spend this like fake money that he gets from each fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool. It's just like the administrator from Seo kind of, but
Mm-hmm.
just for him specifically.
Yeah,
I think it adds a little fun twist and kind of it makes the story what it is.
it does. I'm curious to see what the larger scope of this is going to be. I mean, obviously they've been setting up stuff like an S tier hunter is going to be coming after him. But
Mm-hmm.
in terms of like the other guild that we saw getting assembled by that one dude, I'm very curious to see
Mm-hmm.
what it's going to end up being because it seems like he's already getting strong really fast. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm curious to see where it's going to go. That's all I can really say. But I've been enjoying it so far. It's been a good time.
Yeah, I feel like I think the intros are really revealing.
Yeah.
Because I think I know. Because in the intro, it shows him killing Igris,
Does it? Is that what it?
and then yeah,
Mm, okay.
and then I can kind of piece together what's gonna happen. I think based off of it, um, which kind of disappoints me. I
Yeah.
think.
I mean, I said the same thing about like Naruto Shippuden, how some of its later intros, like that to this day really ticks me off. The scene, I think is it Silhouettes, where it ends with Naruto literally going and shaking Obito's hand and like them kind of like you're like oh,
Oh,
okay,
really? Is it
yeah,
actually?
yes, and I'm like dude, really? So I'm like
That's
okay, so
annoying.
he's gonna I guess he's gonna like save him. He's gonna do the Naruto thing and talk to him. So I was like really, that was kind of that was pretty lame, but yeah, I that's why I really value intros that kind of like Bleach's intros or like JoJo's that are really creative and go out of their way to, or Mob Psychos too, which are just go out of their way to, have a good time and just not reveal much and kind of set things up and still get the gist of what the show's about. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Bleach's. They're the second core intro
Mhm.
because it was this really like creative style, and they were like all not. It was just they were on like a town. I forget. I
Yeah.
think it was like modern, but if you watched it, it would actually set up all the
Yeah,
like
I
the
was gonna
main
say,
fights
yep.
between people,
You
and
gotta see Rukia's
without
like the ice on her and like get
yeah,
her Bankai. I was like, oh, that's sick.
and it's just like
Hmm.
it's a good little foreshadowing
Exactly.
rather
Yep.
than playing out the whole story.
Right, and it also it's fun too. It lets you, the viewer, piece it along as you watch, which is really
Yeah.
cool. So I do like foreshadowing like that. Chainsaw Man 2 also did a good job of that in its intro.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean, just for all you anime intro makers out there, just some tips. But yeah, Solo Leveling. I don't know how many episodes are left, Ben. It's coming down to the wire, isn't it?
I think there's only two more, maybe. I know
That's
it's only gonna be a
crazy.
it's like short season, but I
Yeah.
feel like I'm hoping it's 13 because I feel like there's a lot of loose ends still
Hmm.
of just one more episode.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So
That'd be nice. Yeah, I'm ready. But
hopefully 13, but yeah,
yeah, but
almost done.
that's what it is. But all right, Ben, you got anything else?
I think that's all for me.
That's awesome. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Otaku Brothers podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed the agree or disagree segment and us talking about some solo leveling. It's awesome. We're glad to be here, glad to be on the schedule, and guys, once again, shout out Ben, happy birthday.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's glad to have you on. Glad to have you here, man. It's exciting. Wait, I just realized, did we ever celebrate our anniversary like in February? Because it's the end of
I don't
March.
think so.
Oh my god. How old is this channel? Is it 2 or 3 years old? I think it's 3 years old.
That has to be two. What? Three?
Yeah, we started. Oh, well,
No
I guess
way.
it was the second half of my freshman year. So,
But
um,
is it?
oh, let's see. Over under.
Wait, maybe it is three.
We started the channel February 16th, 2022.
22? I thought it was
Yeah.
21. Okay.
So,
Dang.
it is
Two.
2, yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Here's to another.
Here's to another. Cheers. And yeah, man, dude, just looking back, we have 75 videos on the channel. That's kind of crazy. That's a lot of videos. It's so crazy, man. I don't know. One day you should just go back and like scroll and like look at the titles, because I like doing that and I'm like, what was going on that time?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow. Like, look at this. A year ago, Attack on Titan Part 3 confirmed.
Confirmed.
Dang. Yeah. That's crazy. Yep. The best opening of 2022. Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. We love you guys so much, and we will see you all in the next episode. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button again if you haven't already. And yeah, let us know what y'all are watching down below in the comments. We'd love to hear. But alright, guys, you guys have a good night, and we will see you all later.
Bye bye.
Arrivederci.